Some of you guys may know me as that one guy who always uses the same texture pack, and while that is the case, some of you may be surprised to learn that I've actually played with 9 or 10 different packs at least one time in my time playing Bedwars. And today I'm going to be using each and every one of those packs. But we will try to turn around and get them. We do take him out there. So we will be playing the first game without a bed, which is not ideal. But as you've probably figured out by now, the first pack that I used was actually just the default texture pack. When I started playing Bedwars, I didn't know how texture packs worked or probably even what they were. So for the first 2 or 3 weeks or so, I just used the default pack. And actually, if you guys go back and check out my very first Bedwars video, which was a montage, you will see some clips with the default pack on, because I think I played with it until around 30 stars or so. And in this video, I will be trying to use the packs as authentically as possible, which means I will be using the included sky textures instead of using any of my own. But unfortunately for the first game, that does mean that we're staring into an endless abyss, which is honestly giving me a bit of a headache, so let's try to finish this first game up. And even though my actual texture pack is called Banjee 32X, it's really a mashup of 16X, 32X, and 64X textures. So being on a pack that's truly all 16X like this is pretty weird to me. It's not that bad to play with, except I really don't like how much space on the screen the sword actually takes up. They're so much bigger than the ones that I'm used to. But hopefully we can take a W on this first game, because quite a few of the texture packs in this video have actually never appeared on my channel before. What is this distance like? Can I make a crazy play on him here? Looks like I can. Juke him out and go to his side base here. We got an M from something, so I'm going to go to diamonds here. I could go to this egg thing. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Whoops. Oh, bad play, buddy. I left him an area to come to me if he wants to, so that I can buy sharp and still fight him. Nice, flawless there. So it's just me and green, who I don't think I've seen the entire game. Let's start by getting a tracker. I'm running a pretty all-in build right now with plain chain armor, but also a sharp iron to kind of deal damage or die. He bridge eggs to that diamond gen. That looks like a pretty good fireball. Looks like he's invis coming to me. We'll try a pot shot. We don't get him. He came directly up that hill. That's fine. That clip was bad though. And we have successfully evaded him. He may have walked off. Cool. Well, good game to that guy. Luckily, we do get a win with the default texture pack. Let's move on to some of the crazier stuff. And after using the default pack, I figured out what texture packs were and I downloaded Cooldude's pack V2. Now, I checked a lot of his montages and I genuinely have no idea where this pack was from or what it was for, because I couldn't find him using it in any of the montages. But I downloaded it somewhere near the end of 2020, I think like August of 2020, and I used it for quite a while. I looked up some Cooldude packs on YouTube and I couldn't find this one anywhere on YouTube. I don't know what it's from, I don't know what it's for, so there may not even be a download for this pack. But honestly, it looks pretty clean. I do like this pack. I used it for quite a long time, so maybe I'm just extra fond of it. But it does also share a lot of the textures with his 50k pack textures that I still use now. Whoops. I'm gonna void here to reset health. But yeah, if you watch any of my old videos, even my very first one has a lot of clips where I'm using this pack. And this brings up another insanely rare BanjeeRL moment, which is me being on white team. I wonder what the last video I was on true white team in. But it also helps me a little bit explain the decision of why I changed white to purple. Is even me with perfect bitrate, before I even have to edit the footage or compress it with YouTube, I can barely see the hatches on these blocks. So I don't know if you guys will be able to at all after YouTube's compression. The particles are nice colors. Oh. Pink's got a big defense, so I think I will just be going for blue. Pink is also taking back his, instead of coming mid, or his diamonds. I like that the ladders are a little thicker than the ones that I use in my pack. Makes things like block ladders a little more satisfying. Also, the fireball sound is dramatic. If I ladder clutch here and place blocks behind me, then I'm not getting knocked off and I don't take fall damage. God, the ladder ended up screwing me though. Not the best play from me. We know he didn't pick up any M's, which is good for us. We do outdistance him pretty hard there with good S-taps. I'm only being thrown off a little bit by the pack this time. It feels closer to what I'm used to than the default pack does with the gigantic swords. He will be going side again, but I'm not that worried because I do have Prot 2 now. Also, if he ends up winning this fight by a lot and it's clear he has better gear, I can simply buy diamond armor at my own base. Yeah, he's fried here. It's looking like this will have to be a 2-part video if I have 10 packs and the games are going to be like 20 minutes. Pretty abysmal fireball there from the invis pink guy. I don't know what the invis particles look like here, but it looks like he's just running back to his base. In case you're wondering, this is not frustrating at all, because I am very used to just getting horrible luck with the irrelevant player. This seems to happen all the time, so I will not be complaining. I'm just going to let blue deal with pink when he comes here, because either blue will come and kill pink, or he will get pink's bed, neither of which are bad. I assume he would come here though, because they both want to target me. And it looks like they didn't even fight each other. That was not an option that I had considered. Very bad play from blue. Should be obvious I'd have a fireball there. I'm very sick of this pink idiot, so I will be going for his bed this time. And I don't think the 2 diamonds are worth saving when they're double teaming me this hard. Will never attack me when they're cross teaming. Tried to get pink with a direct hit there, because it would have just killed him immediately. What? There must be a stupid rotational item. Oh, that is horrible. We get a pop-up. That play will likely reset his mining if he was mining it while invis. That was what I was trying to do earlier to pink. I will definitely cut this game down as much as I can, but there's no way I'm fitting 10 games into a single video. So guys, do subscribe for part 2. Very horrible play from blue. The last 3 or 4 times I've beaten blue, I've just gone back to my base for various reasons, but maybe I actually get to attack him this time. And I am aware that pink is coming mid. We'll throw a pot shot fireball, because I don't believe I will need both. Take the trap, fireball jump up. Pink could be on my bed by now, so not gonna dawdle. Oh man, high ping is so overpowered. Yes, correct spacing there was very important, because I knew it would be super delayed that he would take any knockback. With my trap triggered, I think I have time to fight him. That's important, because now I can track pink, who it still says is out here. You can use the stupid teleporter to probably survive, and he just doesn't. Cool. I do not want to invis this guy if I don't have to. I think that invising finals is very cringe. I'll store another 4 diamonds here for some potential prot 4 later. It was a pretty nice flick, but I actually did it a bit too early. Gonna fireball him out of the shop? I guess not. And we do get that final fight. So, pretty annoying game, but we do get it done with an old friend. The next pack is one that may look very familiar to you guys, and that is because it is Cooldude's 50k subscriber pack. As soon as Cooldude got 50k, I downloaded this pack, and I've essentially used it ever since for close to 4.5 years. It's just that over all that time, I've made so many edits to the pack that it is at this point a completely different texture pack. And back in the day when I released it as my 1k pack, it was edited enough to be called an edit of Cooldude's pack, but now it's probably edited enough to be its own texture pack entirely. But this is the OG. This is the original gangster. Oh, he did not die. And I did switch to nighttime to play with this. I've been making an effort to play during the day for you guys when I'm recording videos because I know a lot of people want that. But this pack truly looks so much better at night, the same way that mine does. So I did have to go back to my roots for this game. And that sort of brightened particles with the multicolored star ones that you get for critting with Cooldude's pack looks so good. Aqua bridge egged to my corner, so we will be getting their bed. Takes so long to mine through a mining fatigue trap that he won't have time to save his own bed, which is pretty funny. I think best option here is to buy a diamond sword and just destroy him for targeting me in an annoying way. But yeah, very similar to my regular pack. So this one I have been using forever, but since it's morphed into my pack over time, I haven't used this actual OG version in a long time. But despite that, it still feels very comfortable to play with because it's essentially the same thing. Just get my little loadout and get ready to clutch the game. There's one other final running around, and then we have Pink, who still has a bed. Here is our final friend. Because I don't think Pink is a threat here, I think it would probably be best to just try and take out the other final if he wants to fight. We do get him there. Make sure we're not getting double teamed. I will probably grab some bridge eggs and see if I can cheese him somehow. Yeah, perfectly set up to cheese him. Let's throw that bridge egg and pot up. Glass and one wool defense is pretty unique. Gotta get out of here. Looks like he fireballed himself. We can do this and blow up the one block there. But we can't block him off, it looks like. Oh my gosh, 2 block off fails in a row. I really wanted to punch him off, but that's the problem with high ping, is he literally took no knockbacks. So we're just gonna have to finish him off normal. Good game, love to be back using this pack for a game. Let's get on to the next one. The next pack is one that actually has appeared on my channel before, which is Snowfault 16X, specifically my slightly edited version. My version of Snowfault is very similar, with just a couple differences, such as this custom snow map that just makes it slightly less invasive so that you can actually see what's going on. And you may notice that I stayed at night, even though I said I would make an effort to play during the day. And I still plan to, but the thing is, I want to use all these packs as true as I can, which means that I'm using the actual included sky textures instead of any of my custom skies. And you have to do a different type of overlay to make the skies show up while it's snowing. You can only have them show up either with or without snow. You see if I turn off snow, there's no skies. And unfortunately, the only sky from the original pack that I have in my snow overlay is the night sky, which is this one. This is the included sky, which is very pretty. But this pack was just so pretty, and the unique aesthetic of playing with the snow on was something I really liked. I'm gonna grab Sharp here. What do we do here? Probably just run past him. I don't think he's noticed me. Even if he did and he's running the M-gens, do I have time to get his bed and not lose mine? I don't remember if I have a trap or not. I'm just gonna risk it, I think. Don't really want to hang out on this side of the map either way. He did go for my bed, I did have a trap, and I did void in time. He also only is a tier 1, so I can run and get him. And we do get that final kill and the 9 M's. So I would say my risk definitely paid off there. Let's take a look at the game state. We have green and blue, who I believe are angry at each other based on their health totals. And it looks like they have traded beds. Cool. I guess we will be buying what should pretty obviously by now be one of my favorite items. Stone sword to pretend that I don't have a diamond one. Then a diamond one once he fights me so that he dies instantly. Same with this guy, run in, swinging the stone sword. Bonk. Fireball just in case he was going to get me from the void so that I survive. And GG, that's 4 packs down. I think we'll do one more for this video. Let's get into it. And then for the last pack of part 1, we're going to be doing a little bit of a combo. So for this game, I'm playing with the old version of my pack that I released back for 1,000 subscribers. So it's the same pack that I still use today, except without the 40 or so edits that I've made in the years since. And then the combination is that I'm using it with my Scythe overlay, which is an overlay that I made a little while ago that replaces all of the swords in Bedwars with crazy different scythes from different pieces of media. And it took a very long time to make because I had to figure out how to orient these gigantic items correctly, make them show up this big in game and like actually be in my hand instead of floating off in the distance. And this overlay is not yet released, but it will be for 30,000 subscribers. Hopefully I'll get to show off all of the scythes. Let's go say hi to our first rush. I should probably be grabbing his diamonds here because I think I'll get to spend them based on that first fight. This sky is not made by me. This was way before I started making skies, but it is very pretty. Block in here. Not ideal. I'm gonna box that guy in there for a little bit so that I can go spend the diamonds. And then I'll come back for him. Oh my god, crazy hit. And we do get him off there. So that hopefully we can buy the next scythe to show off. Originally, this was the only one that I made. And then I ended up just making a full overlay because it was such a cool concept. Look at them over there, that looks crazy. So this is the one that I ended up using for iron swords, that it shows up in duels and stuff too. Probably my favorite one. I don't know which way he will want to go, but I want to bait him into coming this way so that we can fight at mid instead of having to go on that pointless side bridge. Like maybe if he sees me bridging here, he'll want to try and get back to his bed. I guess we'll see in a second. Or maybe I'll just get 4 M's so that I can also show off the diamond one. I do have one extra scythe texture that is currently not being used in the overlay just because it's slightly less cool than all the other ones. And here is the diamond scythe, which is just a blue diamond version of the Scythe of Quakes because it seems to work really well. But yeah, that's the overlay. Now let's try and finish this game. It's been a long time since I've seen my opponent, and he never fell in the void. How did he get back? Oh, here he is. What does he want from me? Iron sword versus iron sword. These are just slightly too many materials for me to not take to a side base. Looks like he does not want to... Oh, he fell in the void. We are going to break out the diamond sword now. Also, maybe a pearl, just to save it in case I need to. And then a fireball. Oh, a fireball to discourage him from skipping. Looks like he wasn't coming out at all. The diamond scythe in particular matches my crit particles pretty perfectly. Maybe he just gave up. Good game, good game, good game. So those are the first 5 packs. Do subscribe because I'll be posting part 2 pretty soon. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Like your bitch, come hearts on my jeans, you ain't never seen this shit. Now I'm up, I got a couple bad bitches on my dick. I've been on my bankroll, you been looking on my shit. Swear talking, every time I use is one-sided. I'm getting hella big.